very all right. Oh!
Yeah, he's coming around. Wait 1 second, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach. What's it feel to be going to the playoffs?
Feels good. This thing I'm going to frame.
What's that? Oh, the invitation? Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
It is cool.
Very nice. Yeah, can't know what's Hey, so how is that going to work? Are we going to go out there a week?
I
or-
don't know.
You don't know? Or a couple of days before?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, sir. That's very cool.
It is, isn't it?
Right? They did it right.
They did.
Stuff. Good stuff.
Gave it right to us in the locker room to
Yeah.
read to the team. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
so much stuff.
All right, Coach, we're all here, so go ahead and start with your opening statement and clinch off your playoff pushing win.
Okay, we're really, really proud of our team. These guys are really competitive. We talk all the time about having to play the full 60 minutes or close to it, and they do, and allowed us to win the game. It's a really fun team to coach. They compete. I think they're good teammates to one another. I'm really proud to be with them, and we are really proud to be the first team to make it to the first year of the USFL playoffs.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say.
I won't say your ass.
Well, you have a couple weeks now to try to get healthy, knowing that you're one of those 4 teams. With that in mind, how is DeAndre, and how do you feel about the health of your team?
Well, we really dug deep today. Darius Shepard, who's a real good receiver for us, didn't play today, and then I think 3 offensive linemen went down at different times today, and that made it really difficult. And that we got guys that went in and battled, and we hung in there, and this guy and the defense made a ton of plays that kept them from getting many points and gave us a chance to win the game. But yeah, we want to get healthier, but I don't think we want to get complacent. I think that these guys want to finish in first place, and I think if you want to do well in the playoffs, I think there's something to continuing to win, and so that's what we'll try to do.
Draymond, for you, 2 picks and the pass defender that basically wins the game, does win the game. How did you prepare for today, and when did you feel like you really had an understanding of what Tampa was trying to do?
Well, the preparation for me started in practice on Monday. Going against Turk, J-Mon, and Shep, all the good receivers we got, I put myself in uncomfortable situations in practice, so when it comes game time, it's pretty much easy.
That is a great answer.
That is, yeah. You ain't lying.
Mr. Victor, you've been back there carrying the load, but I also wanted to sneak in a question we haven't been able to ask you about. Yo, man, you let people just measure your thighs now and 30 inches around?
I was curious myself. He asked me, "Have you ever measured your thighs?" I said, "No, that's a strange question." And he was like, "If I had a tape measure, would you let me measure?" I was like, "Sure." But the rest is history. Thick thighs do save lives.
That's become the famous quote.
Absolutely.
That's what Eli told me.
Coach, my last one for you.
Yeah.
How did it feel to know that your defense was really ready to go and held you up there toward the end of the game?
Yeah, I think that's what a team does, right? That you just find a way to win the games, and sometimes it's this part, sometimes it's this part. And I tell you what can't be overlooked. Our punter, his last punt, made a huge punt to make them go a long way. I thought that was also a big contributor to winning the game.
Coach, can you talk about the importance of turnover margin again? I mean, pick off 3 passes, don't turn the ball over. I mean, it was a huge part of the game.
Usually win the game. Yeah, it's as simple as that. You usually win the game when you win the turnovers like that.
Questions from our Zoom audience?
No, you first, Angelo.
All right, thank you. Coach Angelo Flores from the USFL Network. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, you got the ball back with about under 9 minutes left and still holding the lead. And to that point, you had been predominantly more pass than run in the second half, and then that drive was also more pass than running, and you returned the ball back to Tampa without much time coming off the clock. What was the idea there, not running to chew up a little more time?
Well, that is a great question, and normally we would have just been very, very at least balanced in that case. But we had been struggling a little bit blocking those guys, and they were bringing everybody, and we had at least a couple offensive linemen that were out, so it was kind of tough sledding, and I was scratching my head and all my hair that I have left, trying to figure out what would be a good balance to what we could do. What I did is try to take a couple shots and put us back in field goal range to get one more field goal, because that would have clinched it, and we came close. But we weren't having great success running the ball, and so we tried to do it the other way. We did hit one to Alonzo Moore that ended up being a difference maker that way.
Yes, to start the quarter. That was reminiscent of the opening play of the season.
Very much so. Very good memory. Yeah.
I was there. I saw it. Coach, the penalties, they're all of the small variety, but they're so untimed. False starts, delays of game, 12 men in the huddle. These are the kinds of things that must make you want to pull out those remaining 3 hairs. How do you clean this up heading into the playoffs? We will. You know, the too many men in the huddle thing is a hard one, because, you know, we have not had an issue with that until today. Yeah. I don't know what that was. So I'll have to talk to the guys and look and see what it is. And I think we can clean a lot of that part up, and then some of the delays are on me. You know, if I don't get the play in quick enough or get the personnel group in there quick enough, then, you know, that puts the team and the quarterback at they have a little bit of trouble doing what we want to do. So I'm very, very sure we can clean some of these things up, and I know that we won't have a problem with too many men in the huddle again. Thank you, Coach. I'll give the floor to Andrew.
Thank you, Angelo. Hello, this is Andrew Murray from USFL News Hub. This question goes for Coach Mike Riley. Obviously, your team is prolific in the running category, obviously averaging about 177 yards per game, but today just 96. Do you chalk up some of the, I guess, especially in the second half, some of the production being more because of the Bandits' run scheme defense, or maybe not having the entire personnel there today?
Well, I give credit to the Bandits. You know, I think that they did a nice job. They were pretty darn aggressive, and they played well, and they kept us off balance. And then, you know, I think the chemistry of the guys that were playing, that when new guys have to go in, that takes a little bit of time. But not to take anything away from what Tampa did, I thought they played well.
Great, and I have one more question actually for Darius. So Darius, I've been following you since you were in the XFL when you were playing for New York Guardians. So what's it mean to you coming back here, really factoring into this offense, and now being on a playoff team now 2 years later?
It means a lot. Just the opportunity to play football, doing what I love, and doing it with a great group of guys, a great coach. So I'm just enjoying the opportunity and making the most of it. So I'm grateful for it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for doing that.
You're welcome.
See you in the morning.
Thank you, everybody.
You said 10 what?
10 o'clock, Big 4. Yeah.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, buddy. But it might be when we was winning.